Welcome back to another episode of Robert's Rules of Order, newly revised, 12th edition. My name's DakotaJKeeler, and today we're going to be talking about the consideration of emotion and its basic steps, and a little bit about debate. So, we pick up with 425. Now, if you remember from the last video, we talked about how a person has to make a motion, how it has to be seconded, and then how the chair has to state it. Well, now we have 3 more steps that we must do. Now, you have debate. So this is where members go back and forth. Then the chair puts the question. That means to put it up for a vote. And then the chair announces the results. Now, there's a number of steps that can be taken when a motion's up to debate. For example, to amend, to table, to postpone, and those can be covered in 5 and 6. However, this section, assumes that we're not doing any of that. We're going to debate. If someone claims the floor, we're putting the question, and then we're getting our vote. So, immediately once a motion is stated, the chair asks the maker, do you want to speak first? If the maker wants to speak first in debate, they have the absolute right to do so, even if another member already has gotten up, addressed the chair to seek the floor. Now, a member who wishes to speak first must obtain the floor. Remember, we covered this a few videos ago. You gotta stand up. You gotta say, Mr. Chair. And then you'll say, Dakota, or Member A, or whatever your title is that you're being called. Now, in assigning the floor, the chair follows the rules from the same paragraph, and a few in 42. So, remember, we talked a little bit about that. The maker gets to speak first. Everyone has a right to speak twice. Now, if you've already spoken, you have to yield to somebody who hasn't spoken. And you want to alternate between people who are in favor and people who are opposed. So if the maker just spoke, he's in favor of it. He made the motion. And so if you have somebody else who wants to speak, more than 2 people, if one of them is opposed, even if they sought the floor second, they should get the floor, because you want to have that back and forth. Now, no one may speak longer than is permitted by the rules. Now, Robert's Rules defaults that to 10 minutes. That's way too long. It's like nobody wants to listen to a TED Talk. So most people, most bodies, set it to 2 minutes. And then if you want to speak longer, you can ask the assembly, and they can vote yea or nay. Now, this does not apply to legislative bodies, and Robert's Rules makes that explicit note here. And that's because when you're debating a bill, you may want in-depth speeches. You may want in-depth discussion. And 10 minutes is kind of too small for that purpose. But for ordinary societies, no way. It is way too big. Now, you must stay on topic during a debate. And you only address the chair. So I don't say, well, George over there in his argument said this. No, I say, Mr. Chair, it's to my belief that it is a bad idea to adopt the proposal to have a dance on Saturday, because we already have another scheduled event. You don't attack George, you don't attack any other members, you speak to the chair, you speak respectfully. That's how you keep order in a body, and you keep it from having civil wars, essentially. Now, unless the chair has temporarily left the office of the chair, that is, he, for this purpose, stepped down, or he's on a small committee or board, he does not enter into debate on the merits. So if we're debating about whether to have a dance Saturday, unless this is a board or a committee, or he steps down from the chair doesn't participate. What he does is he merely listens intently and waits for the procedural mechanics to move on. He has no right to interrupt. Let me repeat that again. He has no right to interrupt a member who is speaking, who has the floor, unless they have violated one of the rules of the body. Hint, this book, Robert's Rules, is kind of filled with a lot of those rules. Now, special motions like a point of privilege or point of information, you could also address those, but really, you should not interrupt a member who is speaking who has not violated a rule. Now, as long as someone desires the floor who has not exhausted their right, meaning they have not spoken 2 times on the same question on the same day, the presiding officer or the chair cannot close debate. Unless, there's always exceptions to this, he is so ordered by the assembly by a 2/3 vote. And you can find more about that in section 15, 16, and 43. It's kind of an important topic if we got 3 sections dedicated to it. And then additional rules on debate can be found in section 43. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day.